All right, we are back. We are on multiplication, division, and fractions practice test 2 for the test tomorrow. We did 1 through 4 in class. Everyone did a fantastic job on 1 through 4, so I'm not going to go over questions 1 through 4. You guys are good there. Let's go to number 5. Most of us were in class while doing number 5, but I'm just going to review it quickly again. Okay, so I'm going to read it out loud. Paul had a lump of Play-Doh that was 3 1/5 inches long. If he stretched it out 4 times its current length, how long would it be? So the first thing we need to do is we need to decide what is going to be the equation here. Okay, I have a number 3 1/5 inches. All right, and the next sentence says if he stretched it out to 4 times its current length, how long would it be, right? So we're taking that 3 1/5 inches and we're stretching it out 4 times, okay? So you should see that the equation should read 3 1/5 times 4 equals, let's figure that out, okay? All right, I'm on the other side over here. Now, we know that 4 can be represented as 4/1 as a fraction, and we'll come back to that, okay? I just wanted to remind everybody really quick. But our first step, okay, you should already be saying it in your head, is going to be to convert this mixed number fraction into an improper fraction. So I'm going to quickly do that because we've already done this problem. 5 times 3 is 15. I'll write it really small. And I'm going to add that 15 to the 1, which makes it 16. And our denominator stays the same. Okay, times, now I told you, 4 can be represented as a fraction as 4/1. So now I have my equation rewritten properly, and I can easily multiply it. Okay, so now you're going to be doing 16 times 4. I can't really do that in my head, so I would do it off to the side here. 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is 4, carry the 2, 4 times 1 is 4, add the 2, 64 on the top, that's my numerator, and then 5 times 1 on the denominator, that's 5, okay. So now we have an improper fraction. We're going back to step 3 now, and we're going to convert that back. Division, remember this is division. So you could, and most of us did, do this in our head in class, but just to show you, okay, it's 64 divided by 5, okay? 5 into 6 is 1, subtract that, get 14, 5 into 14 is 2, okay, so subtract that, and we get 4, okay? So here we go. I'm going to write my answer down here. I'm going to go ahead and have to bend down on this one, okay? And our final answer is going to be 12. So 5 goes into 64 12 times. We have 4 left over. That's our numerator. And then the denominator stays the same. So our answer is 12 4/5 inches. Do not forget the label. You need the label for it to be completely correct. 12 4/5 inches. Okay? Alrighty, I'm going to do a quick erase on that one. Wish I had one of those cool boards where I could just press a button and everything would just erase. Okay, so the next one is a bottle of soda had 2.5 of the daily recommended sugar. If you were to drink 5/9 of the bottle, how much of the daily recommended sugar would you have to drink? Or would you have drank, it says. So we talked in class about how 2.5 is equal to what mixed number fraction? We know 2 is a whole number, right? So that's 2. That leaves this 0.5. Whoops. Leaves this 0.5. What is this 0.5? We talked about it a lot in class. I'm not going to go over it over and over and over again. I'm just going to tell you 0.5 is, say it, yes, 1/2. So there's our new mixed number fraction. So rather than saying 2.5, we can just write it as a fraction, 2 1/2. A bottle of soda has had 2.5 of the daily recommended sugar. If you were to drink 5/9 of the bottle, how much of the daily recommended sugar would you have drank? We see that word of the bottle, okay? And I know that this is going to be a multiplication problem, okay? All right. 5/9. Okay, now we're back to the same old, right? Convert. So we're going to convert this. I'm going to do it quickly because we did this one in class 2. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Makes me 5/2. Times 5/9. Okay. Step 2, straight up multiply. Switching sides. 5 times 5. 2 times 9. Okay. Improper fraction. Step 3, convert it back. And 18 into 25. We do the work down here. Right? 18 is going into 25. We can see that it goes in once. We'll subtract that 18 from the 25. We're going to get 7. So our answer is going to be 1, the whole number. And we're going to have 7 left over. That's my numerator. And the denominator stays the same. 1 and 7/18 daily recommended sugar. Okay, would be your label for this problem. Okay, so that is number 6. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly erase that one. Okay, should all have those done. No problem. Moving to the back of it. Number 7, number 8, number 9. And not labeled, but number 10. So number 7 over here. 1/4 divided by 4 equals question mark. So what you need to be thinking about here is 1/4 divided by 4. That means that you're taking 4 and you're dividing it into 1/4, this really small number, okay? So 4, as you know, is not going to fit in to 1/4. So you're still going to have a fraction. It's still going to be like, wow, how many times does 4 go into such a small number? Well, it doesn't go in as a whole number. That's a fact, okay? It's going to go in much smaller. So right there, you need to recognize that it's going to be a small number, which means it's going to be a fraction, okay? And you're going to end up with 4 times 4 is 16, or 1/16, okay? 1/16. Here's another tip for you. If the fraction comes first, the answer is going to be a fraction. What? If the fraction comes first, your answer is going to be a fraction. And typically, you only have 2 numbers that are even able to work with. So 4 times 4 is 16. It becomes 1/16. So number 8 should be really easy for you. Okay, I'm not even going to write down the answer. But it's the same thing. 1/6 divided by 3. So 3 is trying to go into this super small number of 1/6, and it's going to be even smaller. So you're going to end up with, you already know it, a fraction. I'll let you finish this problem on your own, okay? Let's go to the next problem, which is number 9. So number 9 is set up a little bit differently. 6 divided by 1/2. Okay, so now I can draw a picture. I love drawing pictures, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Here's 6, right? I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5, I got 6 circles. You can draw any shape you want, but what this question is saying is I'm going to take the 6 and I'm going to divide it by half. Well, you mean you're going to divide these 6 pieces in half? Well, let's do that. Okay, okay, yep. Dividing those in half, dividing them in half. Okay, great. Now, how many total pieces do I have? We can count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So your answer is going to be 12. You can draw the picture, but basically it's 6 times 2 right here. That's going to give you 12. All All right, so what you're actually doing is you're multiplying 6 times the reciprocal of 1/2. Don't worry about that. Just remember, you have your two numbers that you're multiplying, and because the whole number comes first, that means it's going to be a big number. It's going to be a whole number. All right? Because the whole number comes first, your answer is going to be a whole number. Does that make sense? All right? I'm not even going to write out number 10. You can do number 10 on your own because it's the same as this one. All right. We're going to go ahead and press stop right now and post a final video for the last set of problems. Looks like my battery's running low and I need to give it some power. All right. See you soon.